Maggie,
Yeah.
we need a car.
Yeah, we do.
All right, what do you think? SUV?
Yes.
No, we're not getting an SUV. How about a minivan?
Minivans smell like stale Cheerios and tears.
Okay. How about a wagon? Yeah, we're getting a wagon.
Unbeknownst to Megan, I actually did start looking for a minivan. Well, a minivan, the Mazda 5s, which I found very cool and captivating, and they reminded me of, yes, that's right, a wagon. However, after a long, arduous search, I realized they are hard to come by, especially in today's market. They were also extremely expensive for what you were getting. And that's something I didn't really want to do, is spend a lot of money on, a pretty boring and utilitarian vehicle. Of course, this entire time, I was also keeping my eye out for wagons.
Wow. Carvana, you're expensive.
Yeah, and Carvana, it's like they cornered the market and bought every single car out there that has anything under 100,000 miles. And ridiculously priced. However, it does look like a super simple process, I must admit.
So after going down and looking at Mazda 5s and their interiors, and if you know me, I'm all about the interior, I realized I couldn't buy these vehicles. So we drove up to another dealership. There was another Mazda 5 we wanted to look at, and the guy was like, I think I'm about to sell it. And I'm looking at, yes, that's right, a Volvo V50 wagon. And these things are hard to find. But I asked him, hey, is that for sale? And he's like, well, we just got that. Or I couldn't even look at the minivan, let alone I couldn't even look at the wagon either, even though it was sitting right there. It was filthy. It wasn't ready for show. But I was like, I don't care. I mean, I buy used cars all the time that are filthy, but I took a peek in the interior. It was looking clean. And I'm going, ooh, I was very curious. Get online again, I see that the minivan is still for sale, and I also see that the Volvo V50 is up online. I called him. I was like, hey, is the V50 available? And is the minivan available? Both are available. We went down, looked at both. Salesman did his amazing talk. Well, here are the results. This is our new car. Well, new to us. It's definitely a used car. There was reason to have only one car in the house, right? Because it was the pandemic and I was working from home, and Maggie was pretty much doing teacher assisting on Zoom class. So,
but I don't have Zoom anymore.
i.e., great point, Arthur. Nice segue. He has to go to class, so that means we have to drop him off. And Maggie has class. Anyways, we're going to a hardware store to get some cleaning supplies to wash a car.
Because
First time for him.
Because I'm gonna wash your car.
That is correct. Hi, cutie. Did you not want to do this? It was pretty fun, huh? So, little guy, he didn't want to do this at the start. But I was like, yo, man, just stick with it. And he had a good time. What were you scared of? What were you intimidated by? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was super slippery. It was very slippery. So, Yeah, so you know what? Why a sport wagon? Because it's just cooler. Do I know why it's cooler? No. You're watching this video, I think you think the same thing. Wagons, sport wagons, they're cool. Not because of what they are, it's because of what they're not. They're not an SUV, they're not a minivan, and they're not a sedan. And you don't see them. And the Europeans love them, and let's just be honest, they have like a higher aesthetic value than we do. Okay, I'm joking, sort of. I love wagons, as you can tell. I have an affinity for them, a love for them. It's a little irrational at times. So yeah, this is a Volvo V50 2010. And that's when Ford owned them. So this is basically a Focus chassis. Am I excited about that? No. However, it's still the inline 5 that the Volvo had been making since in the 90s with the 850s and all those. And it's also basically a Volvo interior. And that's, as you well know, I love me an interior. Also, I love an interior that lasts and is also clean, because that means the car hasn't been ridden so hard. So I've owned Volvos for quite a while. I had a 544, 142 wagon. That was classic. That thing was a beast. And also I had a 164. So I'm a Volvo guy. I met my lady with when I was driving that 164. So that was a true test of love, let's be honest. That being said, I've always loved their utilitarian look. I love that they're minimal. I love that they're just this kind of like no nonsense car. When the V50 came out, I was pretty enamored with it. I wanted one, and I know they had recalls, so who knows if this is going to be a super reliable car, but I know I like the style, and you know what I think about style here. Style first, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta love wagons. I mean, look how cool this is. And the space that you can put back here, like with luggage and everything else. And it's not like stupid big and excessive. And a little more I have to say I love about this car is, like I was telling you about the interior, it's leather. We also have a sunroof, which, you know, the wife loves. So what the wife didn't like is she did not like the fact that it did not have Bluetooth. And I think I can get Bluetooth in the thing. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, our phones have everything on them already as far as navigation. And I was able to plug in the auxiliary plug and have it plug into the phone. So now we also have music. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think of my sport wagon. I've always said that these things are way cooler and way more stylish than any other car on the road, mostly because you don't see them as often. And that's why I like about them. I also think there's just this cool, neat, utilitarian aspect of them. I hope you like my sport wagon. I love my sport wagon. So my name is Timothy Sands, and this is Fashionable Father. If you've been watching this long and you're not subscribed, please subscribe if you're so inclined. I present content to help men present their best selves. I try to post on a weekly and, you know, just give you some good videos inspiring you about fashion and style, and of course, my philosophy in general. If you like this video, I think you might like this one right here. Watch that, and I'll see you on the flip side. Never forget, always remember, style first.